Hello traders, welcome here on my YouTube channel. My name is Peter, or some of you may know me by my pen name Heikin Ashi Trader. In this video today, I would like to answer some questions that traders ask me mostly by mail. And those are quite specific, very specific questions regarding trading and specifically scalping. So if you are interested in this, keep watching. Okay, I'm getting a lot of questions from traders, mostly by mail. Of course, traders who are in my course are asking me questions regarding the course and regarding the videos I have in the online course and the principles I teach in my course. But I also get questions from traders who did not buy my course yet. And I also ask those questions because especially when there are serious questions about trading, I always try to answer within 1, 2 or maybe 3 days. So let's go to the questions, and I will take my tablet here. First question I got from a trader: what was the key experience where you realized you could trade profitably? I know this is a quite famous question, and in my case it was clearly the discovery of the Heikin Ashi chart. I have been trading since 2001, so that's now 22 years, and I can assure you it took me quite a lot of years to become profitable. And the moment I became profitable, it was clearly the moment that I discovered this kind of chart type, which is called the Heikin Ashi chart. So if you're not familiar with this chart type, doesn't matter, you can Google this. And a lot of trader platforms have them, by the way, not MT4. In MT4, in MetaTrader, there is a kind of indicator, which is called Heikin Ashi indicator, but it's not really the Heikin Ashi chart. But you can find it, for instance, on TradingView, if you know this platform, this software. So the discovery of the Heikin Ashi chart changed my way of trading and changed specifically the way I was looking at charts. Of course, I was mostly trading, like a lot of traders, with candlesticks, which is known by most traders. And at that time, it was about after 6 or 7 years, yes, I was quite profitable, but I would rather say I was break-even, not really profitable. But the moment that I started to trade with the Heikin Ashi chart, everything changes. Everything changed in my case. Why? Because this chart type shows you the small trends, the small intraday trends very, very smoothly and very clearly. And what it shows also is the turning point. The turning point when the market went from down to up again. And this is shown very clearly on a Heikin Ashi chart. And therefore, in my view, if you're a scalper or if you're a day trader, they are very useful. So therefore, I would recommend at least having a look at Heikin Ashi charts. Some people don't like them because it's a kind of, you could say it's a kind of indicator and chart in one. But for me, it's very helpful. Of course, I have my eye on the ticker. I know exactly what the price is in the moment. But the Heikin Ashi chart helps me to find out if the tendency of the market is changing. And I know that some traders say you cannot scalp or day trade with the Heikin Ashi charts. They are helpful on the higher time frames, like 1 hour or even daily. That's true. They're helpful for an investor or a trader who is, for instance, a swing trader. But try and have a look. Put the Heikin Ashi chart on the 1 minute, even on the 30-second chart. You will see they are showing very clearly the turning points, and they are very helpful to scalp. And for me, it was the turning point. Okay? And therefore, I am teaching scalping with the Heikin Ashi chart. Right? Let's have a look at the second question. Oh, that's a good one. What is more profitable, scalping or swing trading? Okay. Yes, I wrote a book about swing trading too. I have a book about scalping with the Heikin Ashi chart, but I also wrote a book about swing trading because I've been doing swing trading more than 20 years. And look, you can be a day trader or a scalper, but nobody prohibits you to do swing trading or investing at the same time. Why not? You can do this by looking at charts once a day or even once a week in some cases. If I look at my stock portfolio, I'm not watching all those stocks every day. Okay, this is a long-term investment portfolio, so there's no reason why you should not do this. If you have some money and you're a trader and you have some money left, why you should not invest? I think you should invest for the long term too. Okay, so in my case, you could say that my trading, my day trading or my scalping is my bread and butter work, where I'm making my money. But the money which is left after paying my bills, well, this kind of money I'm investing, right? And I'm investing for the long term in stocks and funds, especially dividend stocks and dividend funds who have large dividends. I like this. I like this kind of cash flow from dividends. And but I also try to swing trade for trends who may last a couple of days or preferable a couple of weeks or even some months. And I try to build their bigger positions. So this is perfectly possible, and there's no need to watch those swing trades all day long. It can be enough to watch them once a day or twice a day, or you can watch the 4-hour chart. So there's no reason to babysit those kinds of trades. So there's no problem doing both. And the question, which is more profitable, is a very difficult question to answer, because there could be times when you're good in day trading or in scalping and you're making good money, and your swing trading system is not making any money, or you do not have a position. Okay, but I really recommend, if you have the capital and the money left to do some swing trades, just do it, right? There's no reason for having money sitting somewhere in an account doing nothing. Let's move the money, right? But what I'm also recommending, if you do a kind of swing trading or position trading, try to build up bigger positions. So try to scale into the trade. By the way, I also wrote a book about that. If you do not know this book, the book is called How to Make $1 Million Out of $5,000. This title indicates that it is possible to really make big gains if you have a big position, leverage position in a trending market. It doesn't happen very often. And one example I can give you of a big trade I made in recent times, that was 1 year ago, or about 2 years ago. I was long in the crypto market, and I built up a big position in about 10, 15 smaller cryptocurrencies. and I made really a big gain with that. It was possible. Sometimes the market gives you the opportunity. So why should you not try to profit from this opportunity when it's there, right? So it could be in a currency, it could be in some commodity market, it could be gold or silver, whatever. And of course, it could be a stock, simply stock, where you build up position. So try to do this, try to use your money. And the question which is more profitable, scalping, day trading or swing trading, is in a way a wrong question. You can make money with both strategies, okay? Let's go to question number 3. This is a question in regards to my scalping strategy and my scalping course. On the one hand, you recommend to make less trades, which is true, I did, or I do. But on the other hand, you need many trades to gain experience. Okay, that's of course true. And I even made a video about that. Look for quality trades, right? So, easy to say, look for quality trades, but what is a quality trade? When do you know that it is a quality trade? Well, actually, I have a quite simple definition about a quality trade. That is a trade that meets all the criteria you have for a trade. If a trade doesn't meet all your criteria, it is probably not a quality trade. And you should probably not take this trade. Okay? Having said that, if you look with a critical eye at your charts, for instance, if you are a day trader in the E-mini, if you're trading the futures on the S&P 500, which a lot of American traders do, how many really quality trades will you find? 1, 2, maybe 3 a day? You see? So in that sense, yes, you should try to do lesser trade. You do not need to do 20, 30 trades in the E-mini to be profitable. You can do this, and if you're good at it, just do it, but it's not what I recommend. I would rather recommend to find those quality trades and only take those quality trades, which, by the way, which disciplines you. And trading has a lot to do with discipline, right? And of course, if you're only doing 2 or 3 trades a day, you're not gaining fast experience. You will need weeks, even months, to gain some experience when you start a new strategy. No question. Okay. Yes, and there's another point I would like to emphasize here in regard to this question, lesser trades, more trades. Yes, I have some system in my course and I have criteria for a trade. By the way, not only to enter a trade, but also to exit a trade, which is actually more important or even more important than the entry. But what I also teach is to learn to observe the market, to simply watch the market and observe charts without doing anything. I know it's hard to do, and especially when you're a beginning trader, you want to make this experience and to have experience, and you can only have experience in trading when you do trades, when you do transactions. Nevertheless, I still recommend also take time to watch the markets, observe and see, here, maybe I should have taken this trade. Okay, just observe what happens, and here I should get out. This is also a very important exercise. Even if you said, damned, it's a pity that I didn't take the trade. The exercise to learn to observe the market, because At the same time, the so-called trade which you didn't take could also have been a lost trade, So observing the markets is also a skill, and you have to learn the skill. It takes time. Okay, so go for the quality trades, and for the rest of the time, if you are in front of your screens or your screen, if you have one screen, learn to watch. Simply watch in a quiet way to watch the market. What happens? It's quite interesting. Okay. Next question. That's a good one. When is the best moment to stop trading? Okay, that's a nice one. And the trader who wrote me by mail this question, I gave a very simple but very clear answer in one sentence. The best moment to stop trading is after your biggest gain. I repeat, the best moment to stop trading intraday is after your biggest gain. So for instance, if you made 2, 3 or 5 trades and suddenly you have a big gain, my recommendation is stop. Close the computer and do something else. You may criticize this and you may say, well, no, hike-in Ashi traders, maybe there are some other opportunities in the market and you should take them. Think about this. Think about stopping after your biggest gain and how you feel. If you close the computer, for instance, you made $500 or $1,000 or $50, it doesn't matter. Stop trading and there's another day tomorrow. Okay? Next question. Yes, this is a trader who took my course and he wrote me, the entry is the biggest problem for me. Either I'm too early and the trend doesn't turn after all and I'm on the wrong side, or I'm too late because I waited too long to make sure that it really did turn and the short sequence in that direction is already over. So, yes, this is a question about timing, of course, and it is a difficult question. This is really a difficult question because, look, if you start to trade, and especially if you're a day trader or a scalper, you will have the experience. Sometimes you might be at the right moment, at the right place and the right moment, and that's great. And then you make a gain and you're happy. Okay. Sometimes you get in too early, and the market goes against you and almost reach your stop or takes your stop out of the market. You have a loss. Or sometimes you're too late. You're just too late to get in because the market starts to turn. If you go long and you get a price which is not the optimal price, right? And that has a consequence. Then you have to mostly use a wider stop, which means bigger risk, and so on and so on. And you risk also not to make a gain on this trade. All this happens and it's totally natural. Nobody is perfect. And look, I've been doing this for no more than 22 years. And you might say after more than 20 years, you might have some experience. And I think I may say I have experience in day trading and scalping. But me too, my timing is not always perfect. I have losses and I have quite a lot of losses, right? So this is totally natural. My dear friends and traders, nobody can predict the market or the markets, nobody. So the moment when you enter the market and what happens next, nobody can predict that. There is no way, there is no indicator that can tell you what is going to happen, if you're going to win the trade or if you're going to have a loss. There's no way to do this. You can only try. You can try to take those quality traits which I was talking about before, but even if you try, if you're very disciplined, and I recommend to be disciplined, even if you try very hard, you will have losses always, and the markets will behave in a way you do not understand. Well, you don't understand. Market can do three things. It can go up, can go down, and can go sideways. So there's no way to solve this problem, because if this problem could be solved, well, we would all be rich and we would always have winning trades. And if somebody tells you that he does this, do not believe this person. It's not the reality of trading. The reality of trading is much more simple and almost boring. It's limiting your losses. It's much more important how you manage the trade the moment you got in. That is important. That you have to learn, and that is what I teach in my course, of course, and in all my videos you can watch here on YouTube. I have dozens of videos where I show this, how I do this. If you watch my videos, by the way, they are not always winning trades. There are quite a lot of losing trades also, because that is the reality of trading. You always will have losing trades, whatever you try, okay? Yes, the next question is also a very good question, I think, and it's a problem a lot of traders have. How to overcome overtrading. How to overcome overtrading. So if you do not know what overtrading is a problem that quite a lot of traders have. It's trading to make too many transactions without thinking, without reasoning, without having any criteria to get in and to get out. And people are doing trades, and then when you look the day after, or even in the evening, and you look at those trades and you ask the trader, why did you get in there? Or why based on which criteria did you take this trade? Mostly you don't get an answer, because there is no answer, okay? Therefore, the importance of doing or trying to have those quality trades, okay, based on your criteria, trades who meet your criteria. And so the question was, how can you overcome this if you have this problem? And I also gave a very simple answer to this trader, and I wrote him. I said, just try for 1 month to do 1 trade a day. You get 1 shot. Okay, 1 shot. You are allowed to do 1 trade, and after that trade, you close the computer and you do something else. You're not allowed to do a second trade. If you think about this proposition, I did, that means that if you have 1 shot, why shouldn't you try to find the best quality trade of the day? Of course, you cannot know in advance which will be the quality trade, but you can try to be disciplined and only take the trade which meets your criteria. Okay. And if you do this for a month, then let's talk after this month what happens. Think about this. So, next question. I still have the problem that I go out of the position too fast. Yeah, that's also a good one. Okay. Getting out of the position fast Well, that is, of course, typical for scalping. Scalpers are getting in quick and getting out fast. That's the way scalping is. Nevertheless, if you're a scalper and you, for instance, you would try my system or my strategy, I would recommend that you try to get a bigger winner from time to time because you need them. Okay? Since you have losses and losses counting, -6, -7, -3, and if you are 3, 4 in a row, then you might need a bigger gain to be break even, right? So try, if the market indicates you that your idea, your trade idea was correct, and you get in at the right moment, and for instance you are 3, 4, 5, 10 points ahead, well, not in the E-mini, but for instance, in my case, I'm trading the Dow Jones. Suppose you are immediately 10, 15, 20 points gain. Well, maybe that's the moment you should have a look at the 5-minute chart and have a look. Is there a possibility that this trade could be a bigger trade? Because sometimes in the Dow, you can have intraday easily moves of 100, 150 or even 200 points. And it's really good if you can catch from time to time such a trade. Maybe once or twice a week to try to get such a trade. You need them. Especially for your profitability, you need such a trade. And the rest of the trades might be more a break-even thing, right? So that is one possibility. And another possibility to overcome this problem, to take too fast to the gains, that's a problem a lot of traders, especially beginning traders, have, that they get in the trade and they have 5, 6 points or 1 point or 2 points in the E-mini. Okay, I take that and out. And then just to see the market go further in your direction for 1 hour or 2 hours, right? It's very painful to have this experience. So one possibility is to get those bigger trades is you just trade not one contract, but trade 2 contracts. Okay? And when you have your 2 or 3 points in the E-mini, okay, take one contract out and take this small gain and let the second contract run, okay? And put your stop on break even and see what happens. Just do nothing first and observe what happens, and then you can trail your stop for the second contract and try to get a much bigger gain out of this second contract. That's another possibility. So I hope this helps, and I hope this video was interesting for you, or maybe funny, I don't know. Just let me know, and you can always discuss here on YouTube, and there's a possibility to write comments here on YouTube when you're watching on YouTube this video, or write me a mail if you want, if you have any remark on those questions and my answers to those questions. I hope you liked it, and I wish you really luck and good trades, and see you next time.